Welcome back. You're still watching The Daily Dish. Our guest today is someone who knows what she wants and knows how to get it.
Please welcome award-winning author, TV host, lifestyle journalist, and podcaster, Stephanie Zubiri. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. First of all, can I say a few words?
Yes.
With regards-
Go.
So you said you know what I want and how to get it, and I just want to say that I am so proud of the courage our Filipino people had yesterday in sharing what they want.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
to also acknowledge and honor the anger that they have instead of suppressing it. Because that's a lot of the work that I do, which is, really honoring anger, not violence.
Yes.
But anger has the power to move us into change.
Right.
And we
So,
are,
yeah,
we are
yesterday
finally
was really-
hearing their voices. right?
Exactly. I think for a long time, Filipinos have had their throat chakra
Yes.
really close up because we're told to be good. But part of being good and whole and healing is to really make hugot all the
Yes.
hard stuff and ilabas nyo.
But let's get right into it, Steph.
Yes,
I mean,
tell
you
me.
come from a family that is...
In politics, yes, absolutely.
You are the cool Nepo baby, okay? Because
Well-
apparently, before this whole Nepo baby thing came about, it was negative. And then we've had guests that came on that said, I'm a Nepo baby, but this is what I've done.
So I'll tell you what. Number one, my father has been in politics. Then, of course, my siblings. Now my beautiful sister-in-law.
Yes.
And I am proud to be part of a political family because we are honest public servants.
That's why I want to put it out
100%. And I'm not here at all. I chose not to be in politics. This is not
Yeah.
my path. I make my own path. I work hard. And alam mo, pag honest kang public servant, you gotta make kayod, man, because you
But
work
you,
hard.
that's why
So, yeah.
you make
I
kayod.
hustle. I hustle.
Yeah, you hustle,
And I pay
kayod.
my taxes.
We've
Grabe
always
ang kayod
known
niya.
you as someone who's been hustling. So when did you know that politics wasn't the path for you?
Yeah, since before.
Since
It's
day
really,
one.
Since day one.
Yeah.
That's really not, it's not my thing. Maybe I would be good at it, but I don't think I have the ego or that kind of persona that you need for politics. I like doing work
But-
actually behind the scenes.
Yeah, but
I'm a journalist, really. That's what I do.
I beg to differ, Steph, because I've seen you hosting luxury events, exclusive events, and I think you've got the bandwidth for that. But your
you know
path
what?
is different.
Alam mo, kanya-kanyang talent.
Yeah.
I'm a storyteller. My
Yeah.
talent is writing, media, sharing stories, empowering other people to tell their stories. And I think that's where I do best.
Yeah.
And I think change can come first from the person
Yeah.
within, and then it can impact and ripple to society. So I believe that there's so many other things that people can do to help our country beyond politics.
Yes, you wear a lot of hats.
Madam.
Okay.
But let's
Parang
talk
si
about
Tessa.
Yeah.
as many hats as
let's
Tessa.
talk about you as a storyteller. You've been a storyteller all your life.
Yes.
But how has it evolved all these years? And now it's now took the form of different ventures.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So I'm really proud to say that my little wellness platform baby, Soulful Feasts, is now on its third year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So it started out as a podcast, and then it became a retreats platform with soulful journeys, workshops. We even have free, so it's not always for expensive to do your inner work and healing. We have free online classes as well for the community, online circles. I have free women's circles, and I really believe that number one, a lot of times our stories are shaped for us and not by us. And a big part of my work is helping people reclaim their narrative.
Yeah.
So understanding, sandali lang, that voice is not mine. So what is my voice? What are my values? And
Right.
how can I reclaim that and feel empowered to live my life for myself? And so that's how I guess storytelling, from just being a writer. I was a writer, a lifestyle writer. I still write. I still contribute to different publications. I'm in the process of working on a book. I released a book last year. My youngest son, Max, is neurodivergent. He's on the autism spectrum. So I was inspired by his story. So I released a
super
children's
cute.
book.
I love him.
Adorable. illustrated by Vico Cham, who is an artist also on the autism spectrum. It's called Chalky. It's available in Fully Booked. And I just want to continue writing stories because stories are powerful. That's
Right.
how you connect
Right.
with different audiences, different people, and yourself. And so now I'm actually in the middle of a 4-year psychology certification, depth psychology, based on Jungian psychology principles, which is all about your story and the individuation process and reclaiming your life.
Yeah, Steph, wow, I got tired with all the things that
Sorry,
you're doing.
ang dami.
No,
You know,
but that's
hustler
super cool
talaga.
because
Yeah.
as I'm never gonna ask you about your priorities and which hats you wear, right? Because that's unfair. Your priority, I know, is being an amazing mother, right? That's
It is.
that's a top
Number
hat,
one,
right?
yeah.
But among the things that you just enumerated, which is the one that gives you the most sense of fulfillment?
You know, I love all the workshops and the soulful embodiment practice that I created. So Soulful Feast started out as a podcast, which is so dear to me because it's a different way of storytelling. Ayan, you asked me earlier, what is off limits? Well, I'm off limits. I will tell you everything about
You
my
are
life.
an open book.
All the dirty
Yeah.
secrets, all of it. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I want to be real and authentic, right?
Right.
So no shame.
But if you're an open book, there really aren't any secrets, so
None,
it's just
exactly.
dirty.
And the second part, so Soulful Feast is really a community. So we are growing the community. I host monthly workshops in Manila. We have the retreats platform, and I created my own practice called the Soulful Embodiment Practice.
Is this the one that you just did in Vietnam?
Yeah, so that's a retreat in Vietnam. I do also local. And basically, we use a combination of depth storytelling, imaginative work, somatic movement, breath work, and energy healing to really tap deep and release the things that hold us back from being our truest, most radiant selves.
So for those who want to join these retreats, what do you hope that they take out of it?
You know, for me, I always say I'm an alchemist. I'm here to help you shape and change your energy and to feel like you feel empowered, that you never feel tapped out. So for a lot of mostly women, and I've come to acknowledge that this is my audience because they can relate with me, 98% women. And because I think our society here values women if they're martyrs. But we should release this martyr syndrome because an empowered woman can do so much more and be so much more. So I think what we do or what I do in these workshops and retreats is to help women remember that they are first a woman before all the labels.
Is there a particular group of women that you want to reach out to? Who do you want, who's your dream collaboration with this? I mean, is it, of course, women in your group or your social circle? Is it women
what?
in the province? What's the goal?
Kasi for me, whoever will connect with me, then that's meant to be my audience. So for example, I have an upcoming workshop in a hospital in Candelaria for nurses, and so I do a lot of like pro bono.
In Quezon, that's so cool.
I do some pro bono work as well. I do team building and corporate work, and then I also do these individual one-on-one healing sessions. So I think the audience is anyone who wants to make a change, anyone who wants to dive deep, anyone who feels like they're at a crossroads and I'm there to guide them. I don't see myself as a healer because I believe you heal yourself, and I'm just here to help guide you in rewriting your story and feeling, kaya ko to. Kahit mahirap, kaya
Yes.
ko to.
I'd like to go back to what you said, like we like to celebrate women as martyrs, but don't you think, the media also would make villains out of women?
Oh my gosh. The one word that I hate so much is ambisyosa. Because here in the Philippines, they say
That's
it as
super
such a
telenovela.
bad word. Like, why is being ambitious, going for what you want, why is putting ourselves first a bad thing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. Because you know what? You have to always give from your overflow. Your cup always has to be full and you give from your overflow. I learned that from my dearest friend, Kimmy Lou, who I believe you're going to have.
Kimmy's gonna be on the show
And so,
sometime. Yeah.
Otherwise, kung empty ka na, wala ka nang mabibigay.
But you know what, Steph? I think that's the
I know.
vilification started with our love of drama. So it's
Yes.
just like ambitious, that's a protagonist versus an antagonist, or antagonist versus a
Parang
protagonist.
we celebrate the mahinhin, the
Yeah.
serviable,
Yeah.
like we always have to sacrifice ourselves. That's BS. I'm here to tell you now that an empowered woman who knows who she is, who knows what she wants, and isn't afraid to ask for it,
Right.
can accomplish so much more and have so much positive impact on her children, on her family, on her community.
Yes,
Right?
And I
BS
think-
means to say banana sauce, by the way.
I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people, a lot of women also relate to this theme of reclaiming your narrative. And I've seen it also with other women who've been vilified before, like Monica Lewinsky,
Yes.
who's now, she has a podcast now as well.
She's back.
Yes, reclaiming her story, and also Amanda Knox, right?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Monica Lewinsky was also a victim of someone in power,
Yes,
right?
that's
Like, I mean, a
true.
victim of her situation, but we never talk about Bill Clinton that
I have
way.
a question. Do you
Yeah.
think that Meghan Markle is a victim?
I have no comments on Meghan Markle. I think if she is happy doing what she's doing, who are we to judge?
Correct.
I think people want to just...
But do you think
And
she,
women also like to hate on other women, by the
Yes.
way. It's
but
like
do you
a
think she
sickness.
would benefit from your program?
I mean, the thing is, I think anyone would benefit if that calls to you.
Uh-huh.
If you show up in my program, it's for you. So I cannot speak for Megan.
Megan, you
Megan, you can call
contact
me,
Audrey,
maybe.
Audrey Stephanie Zubiri. Contact her and she will give you a sash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about vilification. I mean, she
So can I
also
just
on that
say
side.
this, for example? So I'm not ashamed to say, and this has been in my podcast, like I was married and, you know, annulled and twice, right? And, you know, I am a pro-divorce in this country because I think it really does a disservice to women here. I've worked with victims of gender-based violence because I too was a victim one time. And these women have no recourse to start their lives over. But the husband can go ahead and go do whatever he wants, sign papers, buy a house. But you cannot buy a house, get a loan, move forward with your life because you still have to have your husband's
But
signature.
hold on to
So,
that. Hold on to
yes.
that, Steph. That's a very important thing to discuss.
Yeah,
but
it's good that you're also speaking of
Yes, we
because
will-
it's a very polarizing issue, but
It is.
Yes,
good to have
I'm
your
not
voice.
shy.
Yes. We will have more of Stephanie Zubiri after a quick break. This is the Daily Dish.
You're still watching the Daily Dish. Our guest today, Stephanie Zubiri.
Yes. So before taking the break, Steph, we were discussing something very important.
Yes.
You know, about you said about divorce and your
A woman's
chatting.
right to choose her life.
Right.
Basically, the trajectory of her life. What is your right as a woman, not with all the hats and labels, to be the sovereign of your life?
And we were talking off cam about characters such as, or
Martha
personalities like Martha
Stewart.
Stewart.
Yes, women
What's your
who have
comment
been
about that?
demonized by the media.
Yeah, power
Power
women.
women.
I think it's, you know, I love Martha Stewart. She's my gal. I mean, she went to prison and did it with such grace and then even started community projects in prison.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
amazing, right? She's someone who was vilified for being a bitch, right? And she's like, but that's who I am because I know what I want and I'm willing to get it. And I think that scares people. So I do believe it's changing.
Scares people or scares men?
Scares men and other women because I think some women also, to be fair to them, are afraid to take life in their own hands and therefore they also like pass judgment to women who
Right.
do.
But
So-
there has to also be a point wherein you need to define power versus a character flaw, right? Because sometimes that
Pero bakit flaw, Ferdy? I
No,
mean, part
because-
of my work that I do is walang flaw. My
Okay.
shadow
Yeah.
self lang eh.
All right,
There's
what does that
nobody
mean,
is
shadow
flawed.
self?
We are just human. Everyone is flawed. And we just have to embrace those aspects of ourselves. You know, the flaws that we think of are actually operating from our trauma,
Okay.
from our grief, from, you know, childhood issues that resurface and then it looks like something that is bad because it's projected upon. So what happens is when we do inner work, when we go into our shadows and see where we're operating from, like we are reacting this way because we are triggered by a trauma.
Yes.
And when you recognize that, that's when you can change and sort of see our flaws as, wait, it's not a flaw. It's because I was a victim of this or this happened to me, but I don't need to let that control me anymore.
I just got schooled by Stephanie Zubiri.
And that's also like with Martha Stewart, it's not a flaw, and all the women, power women who've been demonized by the media because that's how they were portrayed by the media. But they did not take into account what she built. She built an empire.
And
Yes,
so-
and rebuilt the empire.
So I
built it.
want to share, since it's appropriate,
Yes.
my latest program is called Soft Power, Embodied Feminine Leadership. And so this is actually a workshop that is suited for more corporate settings, female entrepreneurs, CEOs, or leaders of communities. And it's really about embracing the strength in our vulnerability, the strength in our nurturing qualities. Because for a long time, women like Martha or Hillary Clinton had to operate like a man to live in a man's world. But that world is changing, and there is more space now for us to be strong, powerful women. Not a strong woman that has to act like a man to get things done. No, we have our own different sets of strengths.
So,
Very well said.
I want to learn about your different sets of strengths
Ay, nako.
through our favorite
Rapid
Fire. She doesn't know about this. I can tell your guests don't really know.
Okay, you go first.
Okay,
Ferdy.
so rapid fire, just whatever comes out from your comes out of your head, right?
Okay.
Okay. Favorite food?
Pasta.
Travel destination you'll recommend.
Oh, this is a whole list.
Ay, madami yan. Anywhere
one.
with nature.
Okay. Best travel tip.
Bring an open mind.
Nice. Something you can't live without.
My cacao. I bring my cacao every day like a crazy person.
I love it. Beauty secret you want to share.
Wash your face every night.
Thank you, Lord.
Wow,
That's not
yeah.
that's hygiene, folks. Okay.
The first thing you do in the morning.
Have a quiet moment to myself and then kiss Scott.
Yee. She just said, nice cut. And of course, most comfortable outfit for you.
Whatever I'm wearing at the moment, because, you know, I don't wear anything that I don't feel comfortable in.
And you look good at it.
Thank you.
Parks or malls?
Parks.
Always.
Yeah, parks.
What irritates you? Do we have to
What irritates
do
me?
we have a list?
I don't. Bad grammar sa writing. That's the editor in me. I was a magazine
Yes.
editor for a long time, and like bad grammar in writing. I'm not
I know.
speaking, but
Finally
like
someone said
I mean,
it.
there's a copywriter, man. There's also like spell check and ChatGPT. Like, there's no reason to have bad grammar and bad copywriting.
So what?
Sorry.
From what irritates you, what pacifies you?
Connecting to self, the divine self. You know, I spend a lot of quiet time just being grateful. Yeah.
Who is your hero?
Who is my hero? Oh, gosh, parang I'm not that kind of person. Well, okay, if I'm being really honest, my hero is my dad because he saved me multiple times from death. Once when I was 3 years old and I drowned in the swimming pool, and I remember him jumping in with his clothes, pulling me out. And the second was when I was thinking of taking my own life. And I was on the beach in Bali in the waves, and I was like, sige na, pwede na akong malunod. And he was like, Steph. And then I just turned around and he was there, and my kids were there. So yeah, he's my angel.
Yeah.
Go,
So-
Tito Joe Zubiri.
Yeah.
Wow. So he's called you in from whatever depths you were,
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, and actually, it's really quite beautiful because he's always taught me unconditional love. That no matter how many mistakes I've made or kalokohan I've done or whatever, he always loved me unconditionally, no judgment.
Yeah,
So,
he just likes to tease.
oh my gosh, yes, yes, a lot.
Okay, next. Wow, that was beautiful.
Most important life lesson.
Love really is the answer to everything because with love you can find forgiveness, you can find compassion, you can find understanding. I was at a place in Turkey, like a wellness retreat conference called the Harvest Festival, and Satish Kumar was there. So Satish Kumar gave up monkhood and walked barefoot all over the world to the different nuclear capitals of the world. This was during the Cold War, to give them peace tea, to fight for peace. And he was given a talk on courage. And I asked him, I said, at your age, you're 80 plus now, your life is very calm, you're in nature, what do you need courage for today? And he told me, I need the courage to always choose things out of love.
Nice.
So
nice.
am I doing things because I want to be famous, because it serves my purpose or my ego, or is it truly because of love? And so I ask myself that every day. Am I doing this out of love?
Cool.
Yeah.
Aside from me, Steph, who is your dream interview?
My dream. Love it. Interviewer, interviewee.
Interviewee.
Wow, that's so hard. I don't know. Madame. I don't know. I really let people come to me. I don't think.
Sorry, you're my podcast. You're the next guest.
It's really hard and it's really profound. And there are just so many people out there, and you'll be surprised. Scott and I do less glamorous work, corporate storytelling or purposeful storytelling. And one of our main projects, recent projects, was with One Puhunan, which is a micro-lending firm that only lends to women. And and you know what? The stories of these women and how they got themselves out of poverty, that's an honor.
Yeah.
That's a privilege to interview them and share their
1000%.
stories.
I would do the
Next one. Describe yourself in one word.
Open. Yeah.
I like that. If you had ₱1 billion, how would you spend it?
I cannot even fathom that kind of money.
₱1 billion rupiah.
₱1 billion, I would most certainly give back quite a bit to
Nice.
community projects, invest in sustainable businesses and community
Yes,
projects.
because
yeah.
you have so many advocacies also.
Yeah, but I did this practice with Scott. I mean, if we got ₱1 billion, what will we do? I wouldn't even change anything. I like my house. But I'm happy. I don't need more than what I have, and so I can't even fathom that kind of wealth.
All right, before we end the rapid fire, we always ask this.
Yes.
Your daily dish, your favorite. If you had one, what would you serve every day?
Every day, you know what? I really love noodles. I'm a noodle person.
Wow.
Send nudes. You can send me nudes anytime. No, I love noodles, and I love the Vietnamese style of noodles with all the
Of
herbs,
course.
all the
Talk to me.
all the
Carbs.
dahon and
Carbs.
everything.
Yeah.
No, but can we add one more? Because I know lots of women would want to know what is the beauty treatment that everyone must get on board today.
Oh my gosh, beauty treatment. Okay,
Yeah.
total vanity. I really love soft wave.
Soft wave.
Soft
For
wave
the
is good.
tightening.
Yes, and gua sha. So for me, gua sha is like
Life.
the cheap, inexpensive soft wave. It's
I
really
love gua
like
sha.
I gua sha every day, get a nice face oil, and then every morning and every night,
Boom.
keep you taut.
It's
All
a face
right.
massage. Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
my dearest Steph
Thank
Zubiri,
you.
for
Thank you
joining
so
us on the
much.
Daily